The basketball world expected Caitlin Clark to dominate. After all, she is one of the most electrifying players in modern basketball. But during the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament, something unexpected happened. Despite her spectacular return and big performances with the United States women's national basketball team, Clark suddenly found herself falling behind another rising superstar in the MVP race. And that superstar? None other than Paige Bueckers. So what exactly happened inside Team USA? Why are fans suddenly debating Clark's impact? And what does this mean for the future of international women's basketball? Let's break down the entire story. Before the tournament even began, Caitlin Clark was already facing enormous pressure. For months, she had been dealing with multiple injuries that kept her off the court. Her 2025 WNBA season ended early after a serious groin injury, followed by complications that delayed her recovery. For nearly 8 months, Clark did not play competitive basketball. For a player known for her relentless pace and high-energy style, the break was frustrating. But finally, the moment arrived. Clark returned to action during the FIBA World Cup qualifying tournament in San Juan, Puerto Rico, her first competitive game in months. And the basketball world was watching closely. Clark's return came against Senegal. From the moment she stepped onto the court, it became clear that the long layoff hadn't slowed her down. In just 19 minutes, she delivered a performance that stunned fans. Her final stat line: her 17 points, a 12 assists, a 4 3-pointers. Yes, a double-double in under 20 minutes. Team USA dominated the game and won 110-46, one of the biggest victories of the tournament. It was the perfect comeback story. Clark looked confident. Her shooting was sharp. Her playmaking was elite. And suddenly, the excitement around Team USA skyrocketed. This Team USA roster is different from previous generations. Instead of relying only on long-established veterans, the team features a wave of young stars. Among the biggest names, a Paige Bueckers, Angel Reese, a Ryan Howard, a Chelsea Gray, Kalia Copper. Many of these players were making their senior national team debuts. And surprisingly, the chemistry developed almost instantly. The team played fast. They shared the ball. And their defense suffocated opponents. One of the biggest moments of the tournament came against Italy. Team USA exploded early and never looked back. The Americans defeated Italy 93-59, improving their record and proving they were one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament. Clark delivered another strong performance. Her numbers: 12 points, 5 assists, 22 minutes played. Meanwhile, Paige Bueckers matched her scoring and continued building momentum throughout the event. And that's when the conversation started. Was Paige Bueckers actually becoming the tournament's most valuable player? As the tournament progressed, analysts and fans began tracking MVP voting trends. Many initially assumed Caitlin Clark would dominate the conversation. After all, she had delivered the most electrifying return story. But something unexpected happened. Paige Bueckers began climbing ahead in the voting race. Her efficiency, her scoring, her consistency. Game after game, Bueckers delivered elite performances that captured attention across the basketball world. Suddenly, the MVP race wasn't about Clark alone anymore. It had become a rivalry. Despite the individual awards discussion, one thing remained clear. Team USA was playing incredible basketball. Their success came from several key strengths. 1. Elite playmaking. Players like Caitlin Clark and Chelsea Gray controlled the tempo of the offense. Clark's passing ability opened up scoring opportunities across the floor. 2. Explosive shooting. From deep three-pointers to transition scoring, Team USA could attack from anywhere. 3. Defensive pressure. Aggressive defense created turnovers and fast break point. 4. Depth. Even when starters rested, the bench delivered huge contributions. Another major moment in the tournament was the upcoming matchup against Spain women's national basketball team. Spain has historically been one of the strongest programs in international basketball, and the game represented a serious test for the American squad. Fans were eager to see, would Clark take over the game? Or would Bueckers continue her MVP-level play? Or would another Team USA star step up? The stakes were high, because performances in games like this could determine the MVP race and the global perception of this new Team USA roster. But the tournament wasn't without controversy. Some commentators began debating whether Caitlin Clark's massive popularity could actually create pressure for Team USA. Clark has become one of the biggest stars in basketball, not just in the WNBA, but across the entire sport. Her games attract huge audiences, her highlights go viral, and many fans follow Team USA specifically to watch her. But critics warned that if expectations become unrealistic, Clark could face backlash if she doesn't dominate every game. In other words, being the biggest star also means facing the biggest scrutiny. Despite all the noise, Caitlin Clark has remained focused. In interviews, she emphasized how excited she was simply to return to the court and represent her country. After months of injury recovery, playing basketball again was already a victory. And being surrounded by so many talented teammates made the experience even more special. For Clark, the goal was simple: help Team USA win. Everything else, stats, awards, MVP races, would come later. Looking ahead, many analysts believe this roster could dominate international basketball for years. The reasons are obvious. Team USA now has elite young stars, experienced WNBA veterans, incredible depth, a fast, modern style of play. And with the 2026 Women's World Cup approaching, the rest of the basketball world is paying attention. Because this team might just be getting started. The real story isn't just Caitlin Clark. It's the rise of an entire generation. Players like Clark, Bueckers, Reese, and others represent the future of women's basketball. Their rivalries, their personalities, their performances on the international stage. All of it is pushing the sport to new levels of popularity. And fans are loving every moment. So what did we learn from this tournament? First, Caitlin Clark is officially back. After months away from the court, she returned with confidence and elite playmaking. Second, the MVP race is wide open. Paige Bueckers has emerged as a serious contender, creating one of the most exciting storylines of the tournament. And third, Team USA looks incredibly dangerous. With this level of talent and chemistry, they could dominate the upcoming global competitions.